Hey, hi everyone. In today's video, we are going to see how we are going to deal with the complex data structures when we talk about in terms of uh, mainly the JavaScript algorithm and data structure. So sometimes you may want to store the data in a flexible data structure. So JavaScript object is the one way to handle the flexible data. Why? Because they allow for the library combination of strings, numbers, booleans, arrays, functions, and the objects. So let's see. Suppose we define uh, any array. Okay. So let's. I'm defining my array as my music. Okay. Where I will be using this is the album one, comma album two and comma album three, album three. Okay. So this is the one type of I've just taken a simple array which store the string as a album one, album two, album three. So if we want to access the value of array, so what we will do, we will use the console statement, that is console.log, and we will specify the that is the array name my music, right? So now it will give you the all the values that are stored in the particular array, that is album 1, album 2, album 3. And suppose if we want to take a particular value at a particular index, so we will use a index here, and we'll say suppose we want to access the first element of the array, as we know that it starts from 0. So here album 1 has been displayed. So if 1, then album 2, and it's 3, and then since we have done 3, we have to write album. So we can create n numbers of values inside the array. Now let's see. If we want to use the arbitrary combinations of strings, numbers, booleans, arrays, functions, and the objects with a complex set of data structures, then how we can uh, create this and how we can access this. And so in today's videos, we are going to deal with such complex data structures. So stay tuned with me. Now let's see. If we want to use the arbitrary combinations of strings, numbers, booleans, arrays, functions, and the objects with a complex set of data structures, then how we can uh, create this and how we can access this. And so in today's videos, we are going to deal with such complex data structures. So stay tuned with me. So let me delete this part. Okay. So it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. Or let's comment it out each and every line here. Remove this cell. So you should always see a reference here. Okay, so what I'm going to actually create. Okay, so I'm going to create a set of data structures in the form of array, which will actually contains the different uh, values in the form of like object, and then basically objects, then the numbers, booleans, strings, everything. So let's start here. So I'm again defining a array with a const my music. It would be a better. Okay. So let's take is equal to, that is the array, right? So what I'm actually going to do is like store the first object, that is my album one. So I'm actually going to create the objects with the album one with the different sets of property inside my array. So let's create that. We can name this as artist. Then we will assign the property value, that is artist name. Maybe we can take as uh, draft punk. All right. Then we can take the next property name as we can take title. Yeah, title, and let's set the value as the x, y, z. Okay, now let's take the another property with a release here. Release here, and we will take the value as 1997. We have missed the comma here. Okay, so let's add comma as well here. Now let's take the another property, that is I'm going to take as the format in which here the album was the what was the format in which the this album was released. So basically this will be in the form of array. So I'm going to nest my array, this value of the format property inside an array, which will have the value known as cd, the first. Then we can give the second value as YouTube. Okay, and the third value as maybe we can say mm, Amazon Prime, or simply it's OTT. So that looks pretty much good. So till now, there are three different properties in this object. That is the artist, title, release year, and the format, which is again nested inside a different array that will have a value called CD, YouTube, OTT. Okay. So, so I'm going to again take another property with a Boolean value. So let's say it was super hit or not super hit. So I'm going to set this value as true. Okay. All right. So now you can see that a first album has been created with a different property. That is the inside the album we have an object that contains the artist, title, release year, formats, and again the format is again nested with the different sets of array that will include the CD, YouTube, OTT, and and this all contains the different sets of data types as well, numbers, booleans. Okay. Now, so this is actually our first array. So if we want to like create the second element of my music array, so what I'm going to do is like simply put an comma over here, and I will copy these details over here. Control plus C, Control plus V. So let's name. We can change the name of this. So I'm going to say the artist name is like Sonu Nigam. Okay, so title would be XYZ Q, and release year is 1998, and the format would be the CD 1, YouTube 2, OTT 3, and Superhit as true. Now I've created a second album here in my array. Now let's create the another set of array, the array value. So what I'm going to paste the same. This time artist would be let's say KK, and it was XYZWE, and year would be let's say 2021. The format would be CD6, YouTube 7, OTT 8. And this time let's take the boolean value as false. Super it was false. Okay. So till now we have created the details for the album 1, album 2, album 3 inside our array that is const my music. Let's see how we can access the this data. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will use the console statement console.log. So you can see that I have created all the details inside my music array. So I'm going to use. So when you will use my music, so you can see that it will access the all the element that is present inside the array. So all the elements like this. So till now, able to see that my all the values that are inside my this array has been rendered here in the output. Artist draft punk, artist sononigam, artist kk, but what if we want to actually is right, if we want to access the property of like artist draft punk. So in this case, so first we have to give the index value. You can see the artist draft, let's say sononigam, we want to access the artist sononigam. So you can see the artist sononigam is in the second album, album number 2. So according to the index value, the second value of our array will be 1. So my music, then index value as 1. So you can see till now we have accessed that array where the Sonu Nigam is here. All right. Now, if we want to access only the name Sonu Nigam, uh, this artist name here, into my console, from the console, I want to display only the artist name. So how we can we do? Like till now we have array with the index value 1, and till now it is printing this. Now we'll use the object property, then we will use the whatever the property name. So that is the artist. So we'll put artist, and you can see Sonu Nigam is here. What if we want to print the release year? So we will copy this, Control plus C. Inside the we will replace the artist with the release year. You can see it was released in the 1998, right? Now let's see if what if we change the 2, so it will reflect 2021, which is the release year of artist KK. So I hope you have understand the basic structures how we can like create the attribute combination of strings, numbers, booleans, arrays. And in the next videos, we are in the upcoming videos we are going to see how we are going to like deal with the function inside with the combination using the functions. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Happy coding.